So, has your Google business profile been suspended or you're worried it might get suspended? A lot of business owners I talk to are facing that issue. They're getting suspended because of their address, all kinds of different stuff, how they're managing stuff. And Google's cracking down on the amount of spam that is out there. So, they've changed a lot inside of their algorithm for a Google business profile, which used to be Google My Business, and they've changed it to where it now has special requirements, and they're really cracking down on their policies to be able to try to move everything through. They've cleaned a lot of stuff up, but they've made it hell on some business owners. And it's your blood to be able to be found on Google organically and what needs to happen here. So we have a few different options. So in this video today, I'm going to go over a complete profile, how to put in an appeal, steps on being able to make sure that it meets compliance and common mistakes I see. And then the other thing I'm going to go over is I'm going to go over each and every piece of the profile, how you make sure that you're not going to get suspended again. So I'm going to use one of our clients' suspended profiles. We do get people unsuspended. Usually our track record is 30 days on average, but sometimes it takes longer. Sometimes we're not able to get it done inside of suspended profiles. Depends on why your account was suspended, what Google's doing, and where you get stuck at in the process. So I never make any guarantees on there. If you are a current member of Simply Be Found, which I don't know why you wouldn't be, you can set up for free. We're a lot easier to be able to use than Google Business Profile, and we attach your Google Business Profile. If you are a member and you are on our Pro Plan actually will give you access to a coach. We'll do a screen share. We'll walk through your profile. We'll go step by step to make sure everything meets their guidelines, and we'll help you be able to start that appeal process. And then we help you with the communication once they end up sending that message back. So keep that in mind as we go through. But if you're looking at doing it on your own, this video is for you. Let's dive in. Let's take a peek at it. All right. So first off, you want to be in Google. You don't want to be inside of our platform. If you are a member, you want to be inside of your dashboard, want to be logged in. You want to be on the screen like this. It's going to say your account has been suspended because the profile doesn't follow the guidelines. So let's take a look. We're going to hit edit up here. We're going to look at the name. We're going to make sure this is exactly our business name. We're going to make sure that the categories match and they're exactly what categories we have in mind. This one is good. We just got this all the way taken care of and submitted for an appeal again. You want to make sure inside of the description, you want to make sure you don't have any website address. You want to make sure you don't have a bullet point list of a bunch of stuff that you do. You want to make sure you don't list your phone number. Any kind of address or phone number or any of that in there will get your account suspended. You do want to make sure that you have a right phone number. If you're doing multi-location, you want to make sure it points to the location page. It has all the information about that location. Hours. A lot of times they don't believe you if you say you're open 24 hours. I know you're trying to get more leads because you want to show up all the time. Really, it'll show you even if you're closed. So do not put 24 hours. Put the actual hours in which you're going through. So what you see is you see a lot of data that gets collected by Google. Like and this is how the different platforms out there that show the different squares and have all the different numbers and where they talk about it. And they depend on any device that has allowed permission for Google to be able to track you. They track people coming and going from that location. If they don't see people coming and going from that location with that tracking, they will know that chances are you are not a real business. They know when you're open and when you're not open. So make sure you have the right hours in there. So again, no phone number, no website address, no social media links, none of that inside of the description. Make sure the description is precise on what it is you do. Contact information. You can add your social media profiles here. Hours, more. That is your most common stuff inside of here. Your next thing is going to be inside of posts, which they do not give you access to look at your posts when you're suspended. Make sure that when you're doing your posts, make sure you don't put your phone number, make sure you don't put your web address, don't put any of that. Make sure you use the learn more function when you do that. The next thing is looking at photos, making sure that you don't have web addresses inside of any of those photos. Like this one right here, it has around the clock locksmith inside of that photo, so I'll delete that one out. This one has a phone number inside of there. Since that is on the inside of a car or inside of the actual building, I'll leave that in there because that is allowed, but if it is in there, you don't want that to be in there. When you come in here and you're wanting to appeal it, you're going to go to the Learn More option. After you check all your information, make sure everything is meeting their guidelines, you come down here and you go to a Submit Appeal. This is going to be different for everybody. You're going to confirm the account. You're going to select the account that is having the problem. You're going to hit Continue. Obviously, I did one that was there that's already approved. You'll go through and follow those steps. These steps are what's going to be crucial for you to do it. If you do have posts in there that you might have done a post where you had a phone number, you had an address or a website address, or even your address to your location, you did that, make sure inside the appeal you say that, hey, I read over the guidelines, I understand I got banned for XYZ, and this is why I want to be unsuspended. You walk through that process, you get that process done. This is the basic stuff to be able to do. If you want to be able to take this to that next level and you need that help and you need the help of a coach to walk through all this stuff, make sure you check out simplyfound.com. Like I said, the pro account has that coaching on it to be able to let you walk through. I wish you the best of luck at getting your profile unsuspended. I know that absolutely sucks when it comes to having your business locked up like that. So I get it. I've had my business suspended before. It is frustrating. It causes so much anxiety, and it just pisses me off. So I don't want to see any small business owner not being able to get it done. If you know of any information or see any information on this that you know, any tips or tricks, make sure you leave it in the comments below, and let's kind of just build on this and grow it as a community. So it's always a learning process. Google's constantly making changes to everything. So we like to walk through this. I'll touch on this again later on in another suspended video, but if your Google business profile is suspended, I hope this helps you get unsuspended and helps you be able to grow your business. Check us out, simplybefound.com.